Hello friends, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for clicking. Kindly subscribe to this beautiful channel. So in today's video guys, we'll be talking about how men handle breakups. Okay, so I've put the videos together so that you watch and learn. I'll be back to share my true sense guys, so let's get into it.
These are things guys do after a breakup, and I'm gonna need every single guy to agree or disagree in the comments, because this is really gonna help the girls separate the good guys from the bad guys. Okay, number one. At first, after the breakup, a guy will usually go out and hang out with his friends. However, he will also act like a girl. And although it is Pride Month, that's not what I'm talking about. They will also analyse past conversations to try and pinpoint exactly where it went wrong. It might not be straight away like us, but they will do it. And they'll try and learn from it and carry it through into the next relationship. They too, like us, dive headfirst into the gym. Just not necessarily for a revenge body like us. It helps them clear their head, gives them something to focus on, and gives them a bit of a routine after their whole world has quite literally just fallen apart. And I guarantee if he's not a gym guy, it will be something like gaming. Just anything that they're good at, that they can put their mind into and can just distract themselves. Because at least they come out of that with a new PR and bragging rights. And just a little PSA, they also watch rom-coms and have a breakup playlist too. So please do share song recommendations in the comments. Thank you.
So I have a lot of ladies ask me, Eli, he broke up with me, but why is he still bothering me? Why is he still on my social media? Why is he still looking at my stories? Why is he in these digital streets? And he's the one that didn't even want to be with me. If you want to know what he's thinking, I'll break it down right now. First off, he knew this was going to end a long time ago. He already had his ladies lined up and planned. He already knew who he was going to DM and talk to. And if he was really immature, he was already DMing them before the relationship was even over. So if you're wondering, how is he already dating and meeting with people? That's why. And the second thing is that he misses you. He misses the quality safety, that quality experience, that quality connection, because he left you to get the ice cream. The ice cream is fun. The ice cream is delicious. The ice cream is cheap, quick, and fast. And he went for that because it was shiny and exciting. And he didn't see the juicy steak dinner that he was with. But the thing about eating a lot of ice cream is that you get a stomach ache. You don't feel good. You feel awful. So after it's all said and done, he's thinking of that juicy steak dinner, which is you. And he misses that because it's substantial. But again, it's immature. Because if your man who broke up with you is still bothering you, it's because he doesn't see you as an actual person whose time is precious, whose healing is precious. He sees you as a toy in the toy box. He sees you as a toy on the shelf that he could pick up and play with whenever he wants. This is extremely self-centered, selfish behavior. And unfortunately, he feels that he has control over you. So this is why I say, this is all an amazing thing that happened, and you dodged a bullet. If this sounds like you, and maybe you're going through a transitional phase, maybe you need help healing, regaining that self-worth, wanting to find a loving, dope community to support you, click the link in the bio, let's chat.
Men get hit so much harder when it comes to a breakup, and you've probably seen loads of content and videos about this topic. My views on it are probably quite controversial, being a man myself. Because men do get hit harder when it comes to a breakup. They take it upon themselves, they go inward, they retract from the world, they stop giving and they start to conceal themselves. They stay silent, and it's a big contributor to the reason that they take their own life. I'm not denying that. But one of the biggest things that I fail to get my head around is that if men get hit so hard with a breakup, why do they not do all they can to prevent it in the first place? Why do we live in an era where men point the finger to blame? They're very quick to tear people down. They show no compassion, and also they show no discernment in their decision making. They live an entitled life. They believe that being a financial provider is good enough to justify their position in a relationship, and the rest of the time they can sit back and put their feet up. They stop doing the things that were building intimate connections with their partner. They stop doing all of the things that went noticed, and then all of it becomes unnoticed. They stop doing the things that truly matter to their girlfriend, their partner, their wife, as if it didn't matter in the first place. And yet, the woman that they fell in love with, the woman that they said they loved on a daily basis.
So that's a video, guys. So I'm just here to share my true sense, like what I think about today's topic, how men handle breakups. There's a lot of focus on how women after a breakup, but today we're going to flip the script and explore the often hidden side of how men cope up. One of the most things we need to recognize that men often handle breakups differently from women, primarily because society teaches them to suppress their emotions. From a young age, men are taught to man up, which means they may not express their feelings openly, especially around others. They might seem fine on the outside, but deep down they're dealing with the same pain anyone would. Men tend to bottle up their emotion, avoiding discussions about the breakup or pretending like they are not affected at all. Another thing about how men deal with the breakup is that the grief process is often delayed initially. They may appear to move on quickly, focusing on work, hobbies, or even jumping into a new relationship. But this is usually a way of distraction. The real grieving might hit weeks or even months later when the weight of losing someone they love truly sets in. This is when they realize that the avoidance techniques were not working and the feeling they've been trying to push away come crashing down. Society places pressure on men to move on quickly after a breakup. This can make it seem like men don't care as much. But in reality, many feel the need to get back to normal as soon as possible. You might see them hit the gym, throw themselves into new projects, or hang out with their friends more. But this fast pass recovery is more about covering up the pain than genuine healing. Men are often expected to have their lives together, so they feel they can't afford to look vulnerable after a breakup. It's common for men to isolate themselves emotionally during a breakup, unlike women who may lean on their friends for support. Men are less likely to open up about their feelings. There are often a fear of being seen as weak, and many men don't have the same emotional outlet to talk through their pain. Instead, they distract themselves maybe through a video games, sports, or work, but deep inside, the pain remains. One of the most common thing you see is men diving into rebound relationship after a breakup. While it may seem like they are moving on quickly, this is often an attempt to fill the void left by the breakup. They want to feel wanted or desired again, and a rebound offers that temporary relief. But ultimately, it's just a band aid solution that doesn't address the deeper emotional wound. In some cases, this phase can even prevent them from healing properly. For men, for many men, real self reflection doesn't happen until much later, after the distraction and rebound have lost their appeal. It's often in these quieter moments where they are alone that they start to reflect on what went wrong in the relationship. This can be incredibly painful process, but it's also where growth happens. The breakup may inspire them to make changes in their lives, learn more about themselves, and approach future relationship differently. So there you have it, guys. A deeper look into how men handle breakups. While it might seem like they move on quickly or don't feel the same pain, the truth, they go through their own journey of healing. Even if it looks different from how women experience it, whether it's bottling up their emotions, delaying their grief, or turning into distractions, the emotional toll of a breakup is real for men too. It's just hidden beneath the surface. Okay, so I don't know if you're a man, kindly leave a comment. Like, how did you handle your breakup? How did you handle it? Okay, and if there are women who think that there's a certain way that things which have left how men handle breakups, it would be nice for us to discuss in the comment section. So guys, there we have it. This is how men handle breakups. Okay, yeah, it's rare to see men like they cry or they do certain things, but actually I've seen a man crying before after a breakup. I had a friend who was dating a certain girl. Okay, so the guy was in Germany and the girl was in another country. So there's this day, this girl just decided to leave this guy. This guy called me, he cried on the phone, like I love her, you know. Yeah, so there are still men who who would love to express themselves. So just people are different, okay? Yeah. So thank you for watching. All I can say is bye bye.